Team Orion is sponsored by the lovely Gecko cards. Follow the instructions in the description to get 5% off all your goodies.
Hey guys, it's Chris from Team Orion, and here we've got
Jamie from Team Orion also.
Brilliant. And what have you been playing recently, Jamie?
I've just been on pure Memento for a few months. It's been doing alright for me. I won a box a few weeks ago. That's really all I've accomplished, but I haven't been to any big events.
That's fair enough. Well, let's just get into it anyways.
Yeah. So, dropped the card already, that's great. Right, so we've got the horse. It's the core of the deck, it's a starter, technically an extender. It's a strange one, but it is arguably the heart and soul of your deck. You have to play 3 of it. And it's got the 1 Dark Blade because it is full combo, it's a good starter and also has its other uses, but it's just the worst starter into getting full lost. It just gets hashed. The main thing is, I'll talk about it now because we're going to go into it, it's Andwich. It's just, this is the one you want to start with because this is a starter, we're all starters, but this starter is also this. You're going through this every time because the way the deck works is you don't have a better search besides like Sleepy, but you have to have reached a certain point of having destroyed your own card, which when you get it interrupted doesn't actually happen. So if you're starting with this, you're going into this. That's why you just don't want to start with this because Andwich is an axis by which it allows you to do more. If you're just starting with Andwich, you get the horse, and then you can either just do the Gatic, Sleepy, basic bread and butter combo, or you can send some of the guys to bring back with Andwich, get you to the fusion spell straight away. Basically, it's a weird setup, but that's what we play. No one's going to understand this, but I'm on 2 mace. It's arguably like one of the more important interruptions, and I never want to be in a spot where I've left it in grave and didn't get put it back in my deck to search for Twin Dragon or Andwich, or during the next turn. It's technically a 1-card combo, but
it's like the worst card.
It only gets you to a Twin Dragon, which is just going to destroy itself. Search your 2 cards when you've already normal summoned and bring this back, which doesn't get you anywhere on its own. But with literally any other Memento card in the deck, even if it's just a field spell, because that'll like target the horse and stuff, it's a good card, and I'm comfortable with the number I play. Obviously, no one's going to agree, but it's just how we roll. 2 goblins, mandatory, play the breakout. I'm only on 2 breakout, but if you just play 2 goblin, it's a starter itself as well.
If you draw 1 goblin and playing 1 goblin, you're just dead.
Exactly. We've got 2 Sleepy. I've been just on Bull 1 for ages, and really maybe the second Sleepy should be the second mace, but I just played 2 today because it's just a good card. If I open with Bone Party in this, it opens some other doors that we'll probably try and talk about in a more in-depth combo video at some point, but for now it's just the deck profile. I'm going to try and keep it a bit more simple. Gatic's worst brick in the deck, just try not to draw it where you lose. Very important tool, enables your game plan of just killing them pretty consistently. Your recovery, it keeps you alive just by constantly coming back. It's great. This card's really important, especially for some of the combos I play match that you just need the extender at some point, but also just its effect to pop. It's part of your end board. You side it out sometimes. If you're on a Fiendsmith build, you maybe don't even play it, but like I said, we're just on pure. It's needed. And the actual heart and soul of the deck, combined creation, is he's just there to win you the game. You need him for your end board setups to some extent, but we don't play the Coranian Burst to try not to be too heavily dependent on him being on the field, but you've still got Mace, arguably, Goblin sometimes to give you target protection, and I am siding Fracture Dance, which also doesn't need him on field, but has benefits to it. That's just it for the main deck engine monsters. Just a few hand traps. Hand traps aren't really good right now, so we're not main decking Arch, no Infirm Veilers, we're just on draw. Obviously triple Fua because you can't not play it.
Yeah.
And that's just it for the monster hand traps. Hand traps in general, no Infirm. Spells, 1 field spell, play it. Triple Fusion, you could play 2, probably just do that if you're playing Fiendsmith. Card's too good not to. Anytime I break it because I've just got Fusion in hand and no monsters, so you could play 2, but you need it. Triple Bone Party is one of the best cards it can get. Grand Breakout, it's just Bone Party at home, it does the same job, slightly different, has its own advantages, ups and downs. 1 call bar talents. Was playing cross out, but it's without Infirm Bailer over targets, it's not doing enough, it's not worth it. And then I did it, still have Imperm out in my deck at some point last week. Took it out for this main deck. And Super Poly. I did have Ash main deck as well, but swapped that for a draw just before today. Yeah, I've just got an extra deck. So we've got 2 Creation King. You need to, but in the way I try and do my combos, you ideally don't want to be sending a copy of him off himself, because you just be able to link him off and get the search, and then you'll still have the spare one in your extra deck if you need to fuse into it. The line takes off. I'll explain what the line is in a sec, but 1 Trin Dragon because you don't need more than that. Birthmet, broken, just does crazy stuff. Need to play it. Guardian Chimera. Could be cut, but it's not the best.
I still argue it's amazing with fusion.
It is. It's not the best thing you can make in a fusion unless you have to go back into any cards. But got Duke Demise, so I'm starting to go into the Super Poly targets here, but this also has another purpose which I'll explain when we get to the wing side of the deck. But other Super Poly targets / Memento fusion target. Failure could also put it up to the main deck in Super Poly, probably not a shout. And then just for 2 actual hard bred Super Poly targets, and then so we've got Moon. I said I'm not playing Fiendsmith, which is true, but we play these 2. It goes with the Birthmet. You just, when you've got 3 bodies on field, it goes into the Moon, the other body goes into the sequence. You make Birthmet. What you send doesn't really matter until you pour side in which you can side some floodgates if you want to be cringe, and then you link the Birthmet and the sequence you've still got in the field into SP. SP banishes the Creation King in graveyard, and then the Creation King can be revived by the Birthmet during your opponent's turn. And if, at this point, if you have any other extender after you've gone sequence, say the Horn Dragon, why I said I play it, you make the SP, then you link them off into the Bow. Bow, discard, bring the SP back, then you've got the insurance for Nibiru on something that can, no, if you know what this deck does, you understand that much. I don't need to explain it, but yeah, so there's mandatory SP, Air Bow, Cross Sheep, and this is definitely cuttable. I was kind of coping on playing it at the start of playing the deck, but I haven't made it in forever.
To be fair, in my variant, I've usually cut this for another Super Poly target, but I understand it being in there as like an extra negate if you're going to get evenly matched, for example.
Yeah, that was the main reason I have it. It's just you've got a lot of interaction in this deck, but spell and trap negates or any kind of negates is kind of what you're lacking. So if we were playing like a heavier Fiendsmith engine, a lot of these cards would probably be trimmed down for, you know, just that stuff. But I think the deck's solid as it is. I don't want to commit to that package, and I don't know. I haven't really tested it that much, but in theory, you know, you lose the draw a bit harder, but it can help. So I don't know, but yeah, that's my version of the deck anyway. Top side, I guess, you know, the crack side is it's mainly locals, but like I said, the 1 Fracture Dance, triple Solemn, because like I said, no spell trap negates. You don't want to just get blown out game 3. Ash to win the minigame, Lancia to beat Overland with the Malice players that don't play Malice anymore, Chaos Hunter, just same reason. 2 Nib, and Diablees. These are the floodgates you can summon off the Birthmet thing that I was talking about. I was playing Chimera Doom, which is probably not as good now, but you could consider it over a third Chaos Hunter. I was just thinking at some point someone would play Malice, but no one did, so...
That's fair enough. But,
that's the deck.
brilliant.
Thanks for watching, guys.